The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycon.
Central Kentucky High School Soccer on tap for you this evening as we have got a rivalry. The Shelby County Rockets at 6-5 on the season, set to do battle with the Collins Titans, who are 7-1-1 on the year. Hello and welcome here into Collins High School, Titan Stadium. I am Justin Kalen on the call for you this evening in what looks like it should be a fun ball game. Anytime you get rivals together, you never know what's going to happen, so hopefully we get a good one here in this one. We'll see how it all plays out here in just about 15 minutes as we get set for kickoff at 7:30. We've got a lot of pregame headed your way prior to that, so make sure to stay locked in here to Glycod. I got a chance to catch up with Collins head coach Adam Hall earlier this evening, who is in his 4th season. You'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for Central Kentucky High School Soccer here this evening on Glycod.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here at Collins High School as we continue to get you set for Central Kentucky High School Soccer here this evening. Justin Kalen back here with you and joined now by head coach Adam Hall of the Collins Titans. Coach, off to a 7-1-1 start on the season. You all have really been playing well to start this year. What's been the success, or what's been the key to success so far for your group?
You know, we had a lot of really strong players returning in this junior and senior class that have a lot of experience under their belts. They've really meshed well and learned how to play together. They're possessing the ball really, really well. They're fighting for each other. And the communication, some of the skills that they picked up over the summer at the U of L team camp has been really beneficial for them in the way that they play and possess the ball.
What have you been more proud of? Is it the offensive side of things or the defensive side of things? Both really impressive so far.
You know, offensively, we're putting the ball in the back of the net quite a bit. Defensively, though, I think the biggest improvement we've made this year is just the ability to stay calm at the back and pass the ball around and keep it at our feet and really build through the phases of the game. The entire team's playing well, they're meshing well, and that's leading to a lot of success at the front end. So it starts with our defense, and then our offense is just there to put away the chances that we create.
Y'all have got a big game here tonight against a Shelby County rival in the Shelby County Rockets. Any big grandiose expectations coming into this one?
I just want us to come out and play well. After the win that we had over Woodford County in a hard-fought game, I'm expecting us to come out here, play well, and come away with a win.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll let you get back to it. Thanks for spending some time with us, and best of luck tonight.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
All right, and that was Coach Adam Hall of the Collins Titans. We'll be back on the other side as we continue to get you set for Central Kentucky High School Soccer here this evening on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel. Home on the range. Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. Sometimes when you have a roof leak, you just need a repair. At HKC Roofing, we're experts at finding and fixing leaks. For a free estimate, contact us at roofyourhouse.com.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, we get you set for Central Kentucky High School Soccer here this evening. A rivalry on tap. Shelby County, the Rockets set to take on the Collins Titans. Justin Kalen back here with you and joined by Shelby County head coach Mario Sanchez. Coach, it's been a really good start to the season for your group, 6-5 on the young season. You've seen some success. That wasn't always the case in past seasons, but you've got to be proud with how your team has come out to start this season.
Yes, good afternoon. Yeah, definitely the mentality is different, right? The understanding of the game and just the overall effort is there for us. I think that's definitely pushed us and helped us get more wins and improve our record compared to last year.
What else has led to the success that you've seen early on in this season?
Yeah, man, we have a team loaded with young talent. Honestly, that's what we've been working with the past few years, building them up from middle school, and they're here now, right? So they've been showing up big for us. A lot of freshmen on the starting lineup. I think that's what we've been falling back and relying on.
Oh, you and I were talking a little bit before we came on air here. You know, you're familiar with a lot of the girls on the other team. This is a weird dynamic between Shelby County and Collins. A lot of the players know each other. You were telling me you've coached a number of them over the years. How does that factor into this game, if at all?
Man, honestly, it's once the whistle blows, I want to win. I want my girls to be successful. But at the end of the day, these are our friends and family from the community. So I can't, there's no hard feelings at all.
Yeah, well, I love the respect here. We were here a couple weeks ago doing the boys game. A lot of sportsmanship in this matchup. Hopefully we see something similar tonight. Coach, any grandiose expectations? Ask Coach Hall this on the other side. Do you have any big expectations for this game tonight?
I'll be honest, Collins is very talented, but I think we're going to be able to put up a good show.
All right. Well, best of luck. Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thank you very much.
All right. That was Coach Sanchez of the Shelby County Rockets, and we'll be back on the other side. I'll bring you your starting lineups as we continue to get you set for Central Kentucky High School Soccer here this evening on Glycod.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad Boy. Power, performance, attitude.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, Titan Stadium, as we are just about set for Shelby County and Collins and a heated girls varsity soccer matchup here this evening. Almost said football in the season of football, but it is soccer on tap here tonight. We are looking at the football field of Collins High School, and we get set for this fun Shelby County rivalry. Once again, the Rockets 6-5 on the season. The Titans 7-1-1, and this is a Shelby County team winners of 2 straight games after defeating Mercer County 2-1 on Monday night. They took care of Thomas Nelson 3-0 last Wednesday. Off to a really good start as their last winning season, 11-10-2 back in 2014. They went just 3-16 last season, so definitely have seen more success to begin this 2025 season. Head coach Mario Sanchez, you just heard from him in that last segment in his 3rd season. 14 wins, 36 losses as Rockets head coach. 5-1 was the score in this game a year ago in the district quarterfinals. 5-1 was also the scoreline in the regular season matchup, so Collins has had the number of Shelby County here the last several years. We'll see how this one shakes out tonight, as this is a Collins team coming in winners of 5 straight as they beat Woodford County 1-0 last Wednesday. A hard-fought game there to get that win. That was a Woodford County team that took care of Shelby County earlier this season. 7-0 was the final score in that one. Last loss for Collins was back on August 20th. They lost 3-0 at Bullitt East, but they have been an absolute juggernaut, have scored 50 goals this season, have only allowed 9 goals, 4 shutout wins on the year, and scoring 5.5 goals per game. So it's been really impressive what head coach Adam Hall has been able to do with this group. He is in his 4th season, 37 wins, 22 losses, and 3 ties at the helm of Collins for Coach Hall. Collins leads 16-5 in the series versus Shelby County, and they have won the last 6 matchups. A 5-4 win back in 2021 was the Rockets' last win in this series. So we'll see how it all shakes out here this evening as they're going through the starting lineups right now. You see Shelby County there on your screen wearing their white uniforms here tonight, white tops, white shorts as well. Actually looks like blue shorts, excuse me. While Collins will be in their black shorts and the kind of the teal and black tops, neat-looking uniforms down there for Collins. As let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups ourselves. First, for Shelby County, in goal this evening is going to be number 0, Macy Toll. She is a sophomore. Madeline Brittenstein, a junior, 5'5". She gets the start in midfield. Meredith Loudermilk, a 5'3 junior, starts as a defender. Olivia Lombardis, a 5'6 senior, starts as a forward. Number 7, Avery Jarbo, a sophomore, starting midfielder for this Shelby County team. Brielle Heflin is a senior wearing number 8. She is a midfielder. Number 11, Addie Lakins, a freshman, starting defensive player. Maya Andrio is a junior. She wears number 13. Natalie Morelos is a junior, 5'5", wearing number 16. Ruby Ballard wears number 18. She is a freshman. Both her and Morelos are defenders. Annie Harden, a 5'4 freshman, gets the start as a forward, and Jackie Mazariagos gets the start as well. As that'll bring us to our national anthem, we'll step aside for a break, get you the Collins starters as well as the opening kickoff here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel.
Home on the range.
Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. Sometimes when you have a roof leak, you just need a repair. At HKC Roofing, we're experts at finding and fixing leaks. For a free estimate, contact us at roofyourhouse.com.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Direct, not just blinds. correct, not just blind.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, Titan Stadium, the site of tonight's Central Kentucky High School soccer matchup, as we've got Shelby County and we've got Collins in a Shelby County rivalry. Girls varsity soccer here this evening. Justin Kalen back here with you. Excited to bring this one to you. We were here 2 weeks ago for the boys matchup. It was a 4-0 win for Collins on that night. We'll see if the girls team can match that effort here this evening as we are underway. Shelby County will start with the soccer ball as they are donning their white uniforms, or white tops at least. That's going to be Collins in the black and teal down there for you. We gave you the Shelby County starters prior to the break there. Let's give you the Collins starters here as they're going to start Avery Egan in goal. She is a 5'3" junior, and she has had a ton of success this season. 61 saves, 9 goals allowed, 2 shutout wins for Egan. Back in goal, Rachel Holloway is a midfielder for this team. She's a 5'3" junior wearing number 1. Leads the team with 12 assists. Presley Smith, a 5'6" junior wearing number 2. She's a forward. 13 goals, 6 assists, and 1 hat trick on the season for Presley Smith. Kamaya Davis is a 5'9" senior wearing number 4. She is a defender for this Titans team. Emily Scholes, a 5'3" junior, wears number 5, 1 goal, 1 assist on the year. Allie Rogers, a 5'7" senior. She wears number 6, also a defender. Mackenzie Truckor, a senior, 5'4", 1 assist on the season. Maddie Gilbert is a 5'6" senior. She's found the back of the net 1 time on the year. Hannah Hogg, she is the leader of this team, a 5'8" senior. Leads this team with 15 goals, also 6 assists to her credit, and 3 hat tricks also to her name this season. Addie Weber is a 5'9" junior. She wears number 12, 4 goals, 1 assist. Molly Higgins, a 5'5" senior defender, 1 goal on the season. And those are the starters for Collins, as they're going to get an early corner kick here in this one. Trying to get it into the middle of the field, and just goes through the foot of one of the Titans players over there on the far side of the field. That looked like Mackenzie Trucker. Joe Ohm-Yellen on camera for us this evening. Chris LeBar, the on-site producer. I was looking to see which of these teams can get off to a fast start here in this one. I mentioned both of those games a season ago. 5-1 wins by Collins. This is a much better Shelby County team. Hearing from Coach Sanchez in the pregame just how positive he is about his team. And here's going to be a takeaway defensively. He was really talking about that's one area here tonight that they have got to be solid and sound. As nearly taking the shot there. That was Holloway winding up to boot that one. Tracked down on that far sideline. Shelby County trying to stay in possession. They really need to be patient here in this one tonight and wait for the opening. Mentioned the sportsmanship that we saw 2 weeks ago in our pregame here tonight as the Collins and Shelby County boys teams met up. In a rivalry contest, you don't expect to see a whole lot of sportsmanship, but this is a weird dynamic here where a lot of these players, coaches, family members, they all know each other, so it's a little bit more respectful of a rivalry. As this one going to be kicked way downfield by Shelby County. Collins will take the throw in here. And they're able to keep possession alive. Now into the middle of the field it goes. Hannah Hogg tracking this one down, but unable to keep it on her foot. But fortunately, one of her teammates behind the play is able to keep it alive. Now here they go, advancing towards the goal here. That looks like Weber. And it is. Throw in upcoming. Getting it in play to Holloway. Holloway drops it back. Now a deep ball, and that is going to be hauled in by the sophomore Macy Toll. Toll wearing that bright pink goalkeeper getup. Got a pink goalkeeper suit on the other side for Avery Egan as well. As that pass goes right into the arm of her teammate, but able to keep possession alive. That's Olivia Lombatis. Familiar soccer name here in this county. As Lombatis going to sit it down. Lets her teammate take the throw here. That's Morelos. Big toss in over her head as it gets into the foot of Avery Jarbo. And Jarbo tried to send it off to the right, and that's going to cause the referee to blow a whistle. And back to Collins it goes, at least briefly, but Shelby County able to track it down. Now we've got a race for the ball in the middle of the field, and it looks like it's going to be won by Jackie Mazariagos. Now she streaks down the left side. Good run there, but it's going to be knocked away from her and then kicked out of play for a throw-in. Played exactly 5 minutes here in this first half of play. Shelby County with a 1-0 win on the JV side of things prior to this game tonight. Got an early goal in the second half after that game went to the break scoreless. Played good sound defensively. Didn't allow Collins to get anything going in that JV game. As this one going to be kicked away by Egan. Now at the foot of Kamaya Davis, the senior. They're going to work it up the left side here. Good speed being displayed here by Emily Scholes as she loses that one out of bounds, but it goes off of one of the Rocket players. As Davis set for the throw-in, and how about that for a throw-in? Middle of the field as that's Jarbo kicking it away. Tracking it down here is Breitenstein. She'll streak down the right side with it. Good ball movement there, but Addie Lakins, the freshman, was unable to get a clean foot on that as it lands off to the left of the goal, so another goal kick upcoming for Egan. Last time she went the short route, just send it to her teammate to the left, and she's going to deploy that strategy again. And heard from Coach Hall in that pregame interview talking about how his team, when he's looking for patience, this is the area of the field he's looking for. Just have good passes, good crisp passes to one another, let the offense set up, look for the spacing. And a good job on that time as they're all the way now on their side of the field. As Scholes sends this one back for Davis. And Davis going to get taken down there. Kind of an awkward fall there as Jarbo fell right on top of her. Now it's Holloway in the middle with it. Looking to send it to her left. Drops it back for Scholes. Going over the top, Holloway. And this one going to be cleared out of there. Good job again defensively by Shelby County. Neither team really able to grab much momentum thus far, nearly 8 minutes into this first half of play. Tracked down here by Weber. Weber over to Holloway, and she gets it taken away. Now here's Hogg. She'll send it up. Great through ball there as it lands right at the feet of Addie Weber and kicked away. Another good defensive effort, this time by Meredith Loudermilk. Throw in upcoming. Into Hogg. And she'll get it into the box. And watch out here. Never know. That's the good thing about having a player like her. Coach Hall can utilize her in a number of different ways as that shot blocked away. Never know if Hog's going to go for the pass or the goal. She's perfectly capable of both. Now tracking it down and kicking it out of play. Good idea there. I believe that was Ruby Ballard on that far side of the field. As we're going to have a Collins substitution, it's Lillian Kreitzer coming in, a 5'6" junior. Wearing number 13, she's going to replace, let's see who that is here. As the throw-in takes place, and Shelby County able to get it back briefly and kick it out of play. Now another throw-in upcoming. Or no, they're going to say free kick. Good spot in the field. She's got several teammates there in the center of the field waiting for this pass. Presley looking for Presley. Now it's with Hannah Hogg. She's in the box and kicks it, and that one's going to go off the knee of a defender and out of play. So that'll be another corner for Collins, their second in the early going of this one. We've played just over 10 minutes. Right hand up and getting it in. Hogg there for it, and she looked like she got a slight piece of that one as it caroms out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by Shelby County, so another Collins corner will be their third. Finds her spot in the corner with that ball, now set to kick it away. Gets it into the middle. Great spot again coming off that corner, but once more Collins unable to get a foot on it. Substitution coming onto the field for Shelby County. It's Raylan Burton. She is a 5'5" senior. Replaces Addie Lakins, the freshman. As the goal kick here taken by one of the Rocket position players. Lands at the foot of Collins. Now here they are in possession, Emily Scholes. Scholes double teamed but able to get away from it nicely. Now a good through ball as she's looking for Holloway. And Holloway couldn't quite track it down. Great job again defensively there by Shelby County. Looking for win number 7 on the season. I mentioned only won 3 games last year, already sitting at 6 for this season, so quite the improvement. Now another throw-in. Collins has spent a lot of time on this side of the field here in the early going, but Shelby County has done a nice job thus far keeping them scoreless as Hogg fires this shot just off to the right of the goal. Twelve and a half minutes into this first half of play. As Collins sets up for their 4th corner of the night. Got to find a head in that box eventually, as this one's going to land at the feet of Presley Smith. Cleared at least initially, but now Kamaya Davis back in possession with it here for Collins. She'll go to the middle. Smith looking for a teammate. It falls into the feet of Emily Scholes. She'll drop back for Hogg. Hogg will take the long distance shot. And goes just over the crossbar there, but a great attempt. You know, when you've got a player that has scored 15 goals on the season, she's not shy. As another goal kick upcoming now for Shelby County. Scholes with an acrobatic play there to get possession back for Collins. Now back with Hogg over to Presley Smith, who gives it right back. Great give and go there. As Hogg going to fire another deep one, and that one hits the defender. But she's able to get it right back. Now with Holloway. She'll go back even further at the feet of Trucker. And a hard collision on that far sideline. Official says no harm, no foul. Presley Smith. Good patience being displayed here by Collins, and this is exactly what Coach Hall was talking about in the pregame interview. Just be patient, let things open up for you. As this shot lands off to the left of goal, so we'll go for another goal kick. Nearly 15 minutes into this first half, still scoreless. Shelby County on the year putting up 2 goals per game. Collins 5.6 goals per game. As they're going to have to race all the way back for this one. That's tracked down by Higgins. Higgins now wanted to work it up that right side, but it goes out of play, so it's going to result in a Shelby County throw in here. And immediately faced with all kinds of pressure as that ball comes in. And nearly taken away by Holloway, and now it goes out of play, and they say it does belong to Collins. Titans, good aggressive play here in the opening portions of this contest. It's now off to the left with it, is taken away, at least briefly. And kicked towards the goal, but right at the feet of one of the defenders. I believe that was Lillian Kreitzer for Collins trying to get that ball into the box. So we're going to get a couple substitutions here for Collins. As it's going to be Olivia Young, a 5'6 freshman coming on. As well as Jalen Garcia, a 5'2 sophomore. Addie Lakins back on the field for Shelby County. By the way, Jalen Garcia, who just came into the game, the 5'2 sophomore, she scored 3 goals this season, but they all came in the same game, so credit her with a hat trick on the year. Gonna watch her offensive firepower coming off that Collins bench. As this one tracked down by Addie Weber. Weber gets it knocked away, out of play, so another Collins throw in. With just over 23 minutes left here in this first half. Still looking for that first goal. Making the ball boys on the sideline work here tonight with all these balls going out of play. As there's another one which results in a Shelby County throw in. But unfortunately, they're still on Collins' side of the field. They have not been able to get to the right side of midfield very often here in this one. But so far, they've stood tall defensively. As the throw in here, headed away. Yet another ball that has to be tracked down, and now they get it in for Hogg. She'll just flip it over her head towards the box and somehow gets it in there, but then kicked out of play, so will result in a goal kick now. Oh no, they're going to give them a corner here. I didn't see that one take a deflection at all, as the header try here just over the bar again, but another really good corner kick effort. I believe that was Hannah Hogg that got her head on it. Just a little too much mustard behind that one. So goal kick upcoming. Really need to try to get this far down the field. Pretty solid there. Now going to drop it back. Good idea. Let some of your teammates catch up. They'll work it to the middle of the field, but Breitenstein was unable to track that one down, and it goes all the way back to that Collins back line. Trying to save that ball in bounds, but unable to do so. So finally the Rockets with a throw in an advantageous position. And then quickly knocked out of play. Justin Kalen on the call for you this evening as we played nearly half of this first half. Shelby County just got to do a better job of spacing things out. Almost getting a little too congested there each time they got the ball at their feet. Now here's a good run and a kick towards the goal, but it goes off the goal post. The crossbar of the football goal post, that is. But once again, they rule that it takes a deflection off of Shelby County, so will result in another corner kick. Good crowd on tap here tonight at Collins on a gorgeous weather night. Mid-70s. Fairly clear skies as this ball into the box and goes right, kicks it right into the face. Believe that was Hannah Hogg, kicked it right into the face of Presley Smith, who shakes it off quickly, and now they have another attempt. That pass just a little too long. As they're going to check on Presley Smith, make sure she's all right. Ball came right off the foot of Hannah Hogg with some speed into the face of Presley Smith. Glad to see she's okay. As a Shelby County goal kick. Once again, lands at the feet of Collins, but Rockets able to get it back, at least briefly. And now they're double teaming to ensure that they get it back, but Breitenstein again unable to track that one down. She's working hard back there, trying to get Shelby County into a good spot on the field, but this Collins defense has been too mighty here in the early going of this one thus far. Here's Kamaya Davis, sends this one off to her left with Lillian Kreitzer. Kreitzer with a good through ball if her teammate can get it, but a great job defensively to kick that thing away. But now another attempt, and Presley Smith nearly had the first goal of the night. Karam's off to the left, but an aggressive job there by Macy Toll, the sophomore, to come out of her box and boot that one away. Or that could have resulted in the first goal of the game by Collins, and then they had another opportunity at it. Instead, it'll be their 7th corner kick of the evening. Into the box, knocked away briefly, and then another really good try there. Looked like she had an open net, but couldn't find it. As that was once again Presley Smith kicking towards the goal there. Looks like maybe just a little early game jitters for Collins, as they have had 3 or 4 really good looks at the goal. Feels like each time it's just sailing over the goal. So another goal kick here as Kreitzer battling for it, but her teammate Emily Scholl's able to run it down. We'll give it back to Davis, who gives it right back to Scholl's, and she gets bumped. Good aggressive D there by Olivia Lombatis. Now with Breitenstein, she'll kick it up to the left, and that was going to be a really good run if that pass would have been able to get through. Now Lombatis. And Collins takes it away again. Kreitzer briefly had possession, but she gives it back, but Collins able to win it right back. Heflin kicks this one away. And Kamaya Davis will take the throw in from right in front of us here in the booth. Collision there on the field, but it's Shelby County that comes away with it at least briefly, but once again, that stifling defense takes it away. That pass a little errant as Addie Weber unable to get it at her feet as it goes out of play. Shelby County would have been better advised to let that ball roll out of play for the throw-in. Instead, they try to keep it alive, and now here goes Hannah Hogg. Over to the middle for Holloway. She'll drop it back now for Scholl. Scholl's over to her left. Back now with Davis, who goes right back to Scholes. Looking to get it towards goal, and unfortunately for her, she kicks it right at Macy Toll, who's able to catch it right in her breadbasket. Now she'll kick it away with just over 15 minutes left here in this first half. Both teams still looking for that breakthrough. Up the right side here with it. Another good through ball, but Hogg once more unable to catch up to that one. Asked Coach Hall in the pregame which he had been more impressed with, offense or defense so far on this young season, because both have been outstanding. And the offense has had some good moments tonight, but overall for me, I've been really impressed with this Collins defense here in the early going of this one. Now here goes Hogg. Looks to see if she can change my mind as that offense looks to get going. Middle of the field, she'll send it off for Presley Smith, who gives it right back. Hogg shot, and once again is high. As Josie Steigers, a freshman, coming onto the field for Shelby County, wearing number 17, as she will replace Avery Jarbo, the sophomore. It's another thing about this Shelby County team, the youth. They've got all kinds of it, which you would think bodes well for the future. The goal kick coming up here with under 14 to play. Steigers unable to get a body on that, so it lands at the feet of Collins, drops it back to Kamaya Davis. Now they'll go all the way back to that back line as Olivia Young kicks it away. Now trying to get it back to the middle of the field. Holloway unable to control that one. And the Rockets briefly take over, but once again, Collins comes up with a big stop defensively, and now Macy Toll from out of her box comes out to scoop it up. And they have certainly made her work here in the early going of this one. As Holloway in possession. It's a Collins team that loves that right side of the field. Meaning in the second half, that action will be right in front of us here where we sit in the press box. Good ball into the middle, but not very dangerous as it's briefly gotten out of there. All the way to the back line again for Collins. Coach Hall and Coach Sanchez, neither of them have sat down all night through the first 28 minutes or so of this one as we get another whistle. So foul call against Collins here. Kamaya Davis running down the field, almost wondering what she did wrong. It was a hard tackle. So the free kick here now coming up for the Rockets. Davis comes away with it. Now the middle with Presley Smith, who keeps it alive. She'll send it over to her right, or left rather, for Kreitzer. Kreitzer unable to get that pass into the feet of her teammate. Looked like she was going for Addie Weber there. And another goal kick taken by Macy Toll. Holloway works it to her right for Garcia. Garcia puts on the brakes and she'll send it back to the left. There's a good read by Shelby County. Looks like they might have had a couple players collide there on that play. Didn't quite see what happened. I know both of them were crashing in to try to take that ball away. They must have knocked heads with one another as they both bend down and tend to it. Thought it was a great read by both of them. They both read the pass perfectly. Was just about a half a step late as one of them going to come off now. Jocelyn Johnson, one of the players that comes in, as is Avery Jarbo. As both injured Rockets going to come off the field. It's Addie Lakins is the one coming off now as she's still holding that jersey up to her head. That other one is Jackie Mazariagos. She'll go over and get checked out as well. Hate seeing that. As Collins now back in possession with just over 10 minutes to play here in this first half. Tracking this one down on that sideline, but it lands back in the feet of Holloway, who gets it to the middle. Defender steps in. Play still alive. Presley Smith will give it a go. She can't hit it, and then another attempt is going to land over the goal. That was Lily Dobner, a 5'6" freshman, taking that shot. Tell you what, we're scoreless, but it's not for lack of effort, as Collins has had a whole heaping amount of attempts near that goal. As the goal kick taken here, lands right at the feet of Scholes. It's a foot on that pass as well from Shelby County, and now she just straight takes it away. Kamaya Davis tracks this one down. And she has got a huge size advantage there going up against that Shelby County player. It was Josie Steigers, the freshman. Kamaya Davis, a senior. Easy to tell the size difference there, as we're going to get yet another goal kick with just over 9 to play here in this first half. Thought Macy Toll was going to take this one. Instead, she sends it off to her right. That is where Ruby Ballard sends it away. Trying to stay in possession here is Shelby County, but unable to do so, as this one's going to be tracked down by Dobner. Dobner trying to keep possession alive, but kicked it off of Loudermilk, who then lost it out of play. So another throw-in upcoming for Kamaya Davis. This will result in a corner. 8th corner kick here in this first half for Collins. You have to think it's just a matter of time before they're able to execute one of these. Another good ball in, but once again finds the foot of a Shelby County defender, and then another opportunity as Presley Smith had a crack at it, but it goes right off the side of one of the Shelby County players, which results in another corner. That's really one of the most glaring stats from this first half. This is the 9th Collins corner. Shelby County yet to take one. As this one's going to be tracked down with under 7.5 to play here in this first half. Hard takedown over there on the far side of the field. Rockets remain in possession. See if they can make something happen. Tell you what, for as aggressive as Collins has been here in this first half, if you're Coach Sanchez and Shelby County, I think you take going to the halftime break with a 0-0 score line. See if they can hang on for the next 7 minutes. Now in the middle of the field with it. Collins, much like they have been for the entirety of this first half, in possession. Kamaya Davis, though, lets this one get a little bit too far off that toe. And now going to have to try to track this down before it goes out of play, but not able to do so. But it will be a throw-in for Dobner, who gets it into Davis, goes right back to Dobner, but it's lost out of play off of Shelby County. Or no, they're going to say off of Collins. Well, I saw a deflection on that one. Guess not, as the throw in here. Trying to work it up the right side as it's lost out of play. Right in front of that Shelby County bench, this throw-in will take place. Coach Sanchez trying to get everybody organized down there on the field as they try to get it in for Brightenstein, and they do now. But quickly, Collins takes it right back. Presley Smith briefly had it. She loses it. Now working down that left side, see if she can get there. One of the better runs we've seen Shelby County make here in this game. Now Collins back in possession. Talked about how pumped Coach Sanchez would be to go to the break at 0-0. You have to think Coach Hall on the Collins sideline wants his squad to find the back of the net before this halftime break. Relieve a little bit of that pressure as we've got under 5 minutes to play. Ball quickly thrown in. Another throw in here, lands at the head of the Titans. Now a battle for that ball as it's kicked away by Shelby County. And Collins will work it all the way to that back line. Davis comes up to scoop it up. She'll send it away. Allie Rogers getting this one started. As now another ball that's going to be taken away here by Shelby County. I'll tell you what, the way they have weathered the storm here in this first half has been really, really impressive thus far. See if they can do it for another 4 minutes as Macy Toll comes way out of her jurisdiction to knock that one away. That could have been a dangerous play there. And now another try towards the goal lands over the goal. Should result in a goal kick here for the Rockets, and it will. Once again, it's going to be Ruby Ballard sending it away. Ballard making sure everybody's where they need to be. Now she gets that right foot into it. And unable to keep it alive on that sideline as it goes back to Collins here. Another good takeaway. Brightenstein trying to keep possession alive, but it's taken away from her. And now here goes Hannah Hogg. She would have been able to get a foot on that one. She would have had a lot of space to operate. We're down under 2.5 to play here in this first half. Still scoreless. See if that changes here in the next couple of minutes. Is in the middle with it. Now up for Hogg, but that through ball just a little bit too strong. And unable to catch up to that one as Macy Toll once again comes out to scoop it up. Now she kicks it away. Right side with it here. That's Lombatis trying to keep possession alive, but she's got her work cut out dealing with Kamaya Davis, and now Lombatis going to get whistled for a foul. A little too aggressive trying to keep the ball at her foot there. Knocked Kamaya Davis to the turf. That's going to get called 9 times out of 10 as we're down to 90 seconds left here in this first half. Now to the middle of the field. All the way to that back line. Olivia Young back for Davis. Davis with the nutmeg there on Josie Steigers. Now back at the feet of Collins. Scholes to Davis. Davis with a good move there. Makes her defender miss. Gets it off now for Dobner. Dobner back to Davis as we're under a minute to play. Good give and go here as Rachel Holloway has it. Holloway's got a couple defenders on her, but able to get the pass off. Now back with Presley Smith, and she loses possession. So we'll have to go all the way back and track this one down as we're down to 30 seconds left in the half. See how aggressive Collins decides to be here in these final seconds. Instead, it's going to be Shelby County with the ball at their feet, but they're going to lose it quickly. Down to 15. And not sure they've got the time here to make something happen as we're under 10 seconds. That ball out of play. Throw in here, down to 3. Tried to get a shot off, but the defender there. And that's going to bring us to our halftime break here this evening. A very competitive first half of play. 0-0 up on our scoreboard. Shelby County couldn't get anything to go their way. Collins had their opportunities, but they too could not get anything to go their way. So fun first half. We're in for a fun second half as well. And of course, if we're tied at the end of the second half, we'll have an overtime period with this being a district game. So I'll head away for a break now. We'll come back on the other side. We'll break down the whole first half for you. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Soccer here on Glycod.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front 24/7. Our gift to the town. It's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive. We are leaders in customer care.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
For your home and your range. Bad Boy. Power, performance, attitude.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, for your Central Kentucky High School soccer coverage this evening on Glycod. Titan Stadium, the site of tonight's girls varsity soccer contest. And we saw a very competitive first half. We're sitting at 0-0 here in the halftime break between Shelby County and the Titans of Collins. Titans had the bigger expectations coming into this one, looking at their record with 7-1-1. Shelby County 6-5 on the season. I think we saw that script play out in the first half. It was a whole lot of possession for Collins. They had a number of really good looks on goal. They just weren't able to find the back of the net. So you've got to give some credit to the Shelby County defensive unit. I thought they held their own back there. Anytime Collins got it back there, it felt like Shelby County was able to get it out of immediate danger. So well done by them in that first half. But we're scoreless here at our halftime break as both teams down on their respective corners, getting spoken with that by their coaches, as hopefully we see some goals in the second half of play. But 9 corner kicks for Collins in that first half of play. Shelby County with none to their credit, so that tells you what type of game it was in that first half, and there's really no way to sugarcoat it. It was a half dominated by Collins, so if you're Shelby County, I think you just celebrate the small wins. I mentioned Coach Sanchez. He's got to be happy with his squad going to the halftime break trail or with a 0-0 score line, and I'm sure that's exactly how he feels down there on that sideline, but hopefully his team is able to find a goal here in the second half of play. But a fun first half of action. Collins just unable to find the back of the net. That's really all it comes down to. We'll see how it shakes out in the second half of play, see if they stay aggressive and can find one in the back of the net as they're playing some sort of game down here at halftime. Not really sure what's going on down there, but it's entertaining nonetheless. So it's halftime, but we're still getting soccer action down there on the field. As we'll go ahead and step aside for a break here, we'll come back, we'll continue our halftime conversation, and we'll get you set for the second half of play. Stick with us. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Soccer here this evening on Glycod.
This is Woody with Simpsonville Automotive. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're leaders in customer care because we're always on. Free air out front, 24/7. Our gift to the town, it's always on. 6 loaner cars ready for pickup or delivery anytime. After hours, use our drop box or secure pickup boxes anytime. My team gets it done. Simpsonville Automotive, we are leaders in customer care.
For over a decade, we've invested in the lives of our community.
And like most around here, we love our local sports.
We've always supported our student athletes in both the classroom and on the field.
And we're always glad to see them come back home.
At Anderson Apothecary, we're all about community, and we're proud to say it. Welcome home, girls. We sure are proud of you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Central Kentucky High School soccer action here this evening. Smack dab in the middle of our halftime here as it is a 0-0 score line. Both teams heading back to their sideline. So we'll step aside for a quick break here, come back on the other side, and we'll bring you the second half of play. See if one of these teams can pull away here tonight on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers will tame any terrain with advanced engineering and American-made steel. Home on the range. Bad Boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. Sometimes when you have a roof leak, you just need a repair. At HKC Roofing, we're experts at finding and fixing leaks. For a free estimate, contact us at roofyourhouse.com.
Are you looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here, Titan Stadium on the campus of Collins High School for your Central Kentucky High School soccer matchup here this evening. Shelby County rivalry. Shelby County, the Rockets, 0. The Titans of Collins, also 0. Up on our scoreboard, Justin Kalen back here with you as we get set for what should be a fun second half. We'll see how it all plays out. As if you're just joining us, Collins in the darker uniforms, Shelby County in their white uniforms this evening. As it is Shelby County, at least briefly in possession of the ball. Now Titans back in possession with it here, and they had a whole bunch of opportunities in that first half. They were just unable to find the back of the net, so we'll see if they're able to do so here in this second half, as we're going to get a whistle and a foul call here in the early stages of the second half. Chris Labar, our on-site producer, Joe O'Mullen on camera for us this evening. Appreciate both of those guys, as well as Steve Bird, who gets all the information to us for each and every contest we bring you here on Glycod. Couldn't do it without Steve's help. As now Kamaya Davis, who had a really good first half, she puts the Jets on, and a good through ball there, and Macy Toll once again going to have to come out of her box to scoop it up. Toll gets her left foot into this one. Back with Davis. Now in the middle with Holloway. She'll send it up the field. Was looking for, I believe that was Lillian Kreitzer. As now here is Kreitzer with it. Loses it briefly, able to track it down, but then she loses it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in coming up. He spent a ton of time in that first half on the far side of the field, so we expect a lot of the action's going to be right in front of us here in this second half. As Hannah Hogg slips it through to her teammate Emily Scholes, who drops it back. Now back with Hogg. Here she is. Great look at the goal, and that one just a little too far off to the left. Had too much spin on that one. She could have curved it the other way. I think that could have been money. As another goal kick upcoming now for Shelby County, who looks to get some momentum. It's been hard to come by in this one tonight. As the goal kick lands right at the feet of Collins. Now they'll advance towards the goal again, off to the left. Works it into the middle of the field, and another shot attempt. Session, though, was kind of in no man's land there, down there all by herself, surrounded by Collins defenders. Ball into the middle here. That's Weber keeping it alive. Presley Smith will give it another go, and once again right at Macy Toll, who knocks it down. Four minutes into this second half of play. Still looking for that first goal of the evening. Still a really good crowd here on tap, sticking around through the halftime. On just a gorgeous, gorgeous night for soccer. Collins with the throw in here. Work it back to Holloway in that midfield. She'll send it back to her left. Here's a good run down that left side. Now into the middle, and that one knocked loose. But they stay in possession. Holloway trying to track that one down, and now it's just kicked out of there as the Rockets keep it here. Here comes Breitenstein. She'll work down that right side. She's had the ball at her feet a lot tonight as Kamaya Davis takes it away this time. Holloway up now for Scholes. She'll try to thread the needle. And Macy Toll once more comes out of her box and makes the save. And I've got to give credit to Macy Toll. That's one of the big reasons I think this Collins team has been held scoreless thus far. She's made really good decisions from that goalkeeping spot. Each time it felt like she's needed to come out, she has. Each time it felt like she needed to stay at home, she has. As Holloway trying to get this one in and does. Presley Smith now with some room to work, but she kicks it out of play. Looked like she was trying to get that one towards the goal where she had a couple of teammates waiting there. But the errant pass goes out of play, so another goal kick upcoming for Shelby County. It's going to be Ruby Ballard, the freshman, kicking this one away. Lands right at the feet of one of her teammates. That's Avery Jarbo. Now Jarbo in a battle to keep possession alive, and it's last touched by Kreitzer. Jarbo has it taken away by Hogg. Hogg changes directions back to the middle of the field. And you know she's going to try to give it a go from here. We've seen it a number of times tonight, but she loses possession. Well done again defensively. That was Brielle Heflin coming up with the takeaway that time for Shelby County. But Collins, like they have all night, going to continue to remain aggressive. Ball lost on that far side of the field. Should be a Shelby County throw-in, and it will be. Working it up that right side. Might have deflected off the face of one of the Rockets players over there on that sideline. Looks to be okay. Something else we've seen our fair share of tonight. As here's another ball up the left side that's just going to be kicked out of play, but it's going to be over the inline, so that's going to be another corner upcoming for Collins, their 10th of the night. First here in the second half. They've had some really, really good attempts from the corners tonight. So here it comes, middle of the field, over the head of Hogg, but tracked down by the sophomore Garcia. Ball still bouncing around and then finally going to be cleared out of there by the Rockets. But throw in from an advantageous position here. Garcia quickly takes it at the feet of Hogg. Gets it back to Garcia. She'll look to get it into the middle and does, but nobody there to receive it. As Holloway tracks it down, she tries to keep possession alive, goes off of one of the Shelby County players. And finally, Collins able to track it down at the midfield line. We've played nearly 9 minutes into this second half of play. As here's Kamaya Davis. She'll float one in towards the goal, and I think she was going for the pass there. Great idea. Just a little too hot on that pass, as Kreitzer was unable to catch up to it. So we're going to have another goal kick here. Low line drive headed away by Collins. And now Kreitzer tracks it down. Hogg with the through ball. Kreitzer tried to get it back to the middle. Hogg was there but couldn't catch that one cleanly. And it's going to carry him out of play. It'll stay with Collins. That was one of the best chances they have had here in this second half. Normally that's a ball Hannah Hogg's able to catch cleanly and finds the back of the net like she's done 15 times this year. Shelby County trying to get a little momentum to swing their way. So they get it past the midfield line, and then a ball goes out of play. They're going to say they call the foul. I believe they called the foul on that far side against Collins. So they're going to get a free kick as Shelby County with the ball in pretty decent field position here. See if they can get a ball down there and give themselves an opportunity to find the back of the net. This is a good free kick that does get all the way down there, but it's tracked down by Collins. Now here comes Kamaya Davis trying to reverse things here for Collins. They're going to continue up that left side. Hogg streaking towards the goal. I imagine they're trying to find her, but instead that ball's knocked away, out of play again. So another throw-in upcoming as we played 11 minutes through this second half of play. Davis gets it in. Middle of the field, Hogg loses it, but gets it right back. Now she turns around and takes a shot. And another easy save for Macy Toll, who catches it off the one bounce. This time Toll takes the goal kick herself. So it's headed away by Collins. Now going all the way back to get this one. Up the left side for Davis. Good job by Higgins on that back line tonight for Collins. We've talked about the defensive efforts of Shelby County here in this one, but we've not said the name Molly Higgins enough tonight. She has done tremendous work for Collins here in this one. As here's a good run, but another ball that's going to be taken away as the Rockets were nearing that goal. And it looks like they've turned up the intensity here in this second half. As Toll comes out of her jurisdiction again to boot it away. And a hard takedown here right in front of us. Rachel Holloway going to be whistled for the foul. So a free kick upcoming now for Shelby County. Once again, it's going to be Ruby Ballard taking it. They've got a lot of trust in the freshman. Good ball right up the middle of the field. It actually goes through everybody all the way back to Avery Egan, who bends down to pick it up. Avery Egan has had a fairly easy night of work back there in goal for Collins. Unlike Macy Toll, who's had to work her butt off in this one. Now Presley Smith to the middle of the field. Here comes Hogg. Best look she's had all night and just misses off to the right of the goal. She was streaking right down the middle there. Had a great opportunity to find the back of the net there, but just couldn't quite do so. As let's take another look at it there. See how she split those defenders and had a great look at it. But instead it caroms out of bounds and will give a goal kick to Shelby County, but first we're going to get a whistle and stoppage of play as a couple of our officials will converge. I don't know what they could be looking at. I don't think that ball was anywhere close to a defender. Well, now you got a Shelby County player coming over here to the sideline. That's Avery Jarbo, the sophomore, who's going to jog off. Collins remains in possession. Holloway, they look to stay aggressive here. Great through ball as Presley Smith just off to the right of the goal. Couldn't quite get the angle she needed. But Collins turning up the pressure here as we're down just over 25 minutes left here in this game. And this is a much better effort than we saw out of Shelby County last season in 2 tries against Collins, in which they fell 5-1 in both games. We stay scoreless here, but the 11th corner kick of the night upcoming for Collins. They've gotten close on a number of these corners so far tonight. See what they do here. Good kick in. Presley Smith was looking for the header there, but it comes away. Kamaya Davis tracks it down. And then she kicks it out of play, and that's going to result in another Shelby County goal kick. There's Ruby Ballard. Kicks this one away with that right leg. She's going to need to ice that up after the game with the amount of goal kicks that she's taken here in this one. Up this left side. And another try towards the goal and another no-sweat effort there by Macy Toll. Macy Toll racking up some saves here in this one tonight. Give her credit for being resilient back in that goal. So now Shelby County will try to get it to their side of the field as it's knocked away by Davis. And tracking this one down are the Titans. They've got some numbers here. Well, 5-on-4. We'll see if they can take advantage into the middle for Hogg. Hogg will try again, and this time she finds the back of the net. You had a feeling it was only a matter of time, and she finally breaks through for her 16th goal of the season. And that was a great effort there as we take another look at it. Once again, gets into the middle of the field and a beautiful strike with that left foot. Finds the back of the net, and Collins takes a 1-0 lead. Here in the 58th minute officially for Hannah Hogg. It kind of felt like we had been building up to that for basically the entirety of this game, as Collins has had a number of really good looks at goal. And a bunch of those coming from Hannah Hogg, but she's finally able to break through. The senior with another goal on the season, something that she has been incredible at so far. The fact that it is a little halfway through the girls varsity soccer season, at least regular season, and she's sitting at 16 goals. Pretty impressive stuff there. As now Shelby County's got to try to find an answer here in the next 23 minutes. Hard takedown on the near side here. Throw in upcoming. And they're going to kick it out of bounds. Breitenstein unable to control that one, so it'll go back to Collins here. We'll see if they decide to stay aggressive here in this one. If you're Coach Hall down there on that Collins sideline, do you look for more, try to pad this lead, or do you sit back, go into more of a defensive mindset? It's always a tricky call to make in the game of soccer. Knowing him and what his team has been able to do tonight, I think you probably don't change anything. Just keep doing what you've done so far. Both defensively and offensively, they have looked really good here in this one tonight as we've got 22 minutes left. Throw in upcoming for Garcia. Heck of a throw in as she gets it to Holloway. Back to Hogg now. She'll try another one here. And this time loses it off that left foot. But Garcia able to track it down, trying to keep possession alive. Great job there by Mazariagos to take it away. Now a ball just kicked off to the left, and that's going to land out of play. Looks like Addie Weber had an opportunity to get to that ball. As Olivia Young, the freshman, back on the field for Collins. Addie Lakens, the freshman for Shelby County, back on the field for them. As the Rockets on the right side of the field now as they look to get towards that goal. And this one taken away by Collins. I thought she was going to just kick that out of play, but instead keeps the possession alive. Now back with Hogg, who goes over the top. Presley Smith looking for the run and nearly able to catch up to that one in time, but another great defensive effort there by Shelby County. But able to track this one down is Kreitzer. Kreitzer into the middle, and she hits it right off the side of the goal. They're going to rule it takes a deflection off of Shelby County, so the 12th corner of the night upcoming for Collins. Once again, how about that effort defensively by Meredith Loudermilk to at least briefly get that ball away from Collins, and now they're going to clear it from goal. Here's Davis. Dropping it all the way back. Now at the foot of Olivia Young. Over for Garcia. Both these teams with a lot of youth on their rosters, and a number of them out there now. As another good ball into the box. As that one's knocked away. And that's going to go for a goal kick. So that answers the question, how does Coach Hall attack things moving forward? You're Collins and playing the way they have tonight, you don't change anything, and it doesn't look like they have. So the goal kick here, knocked away. Now Davis comes away with it for the Titans. Hogg up the middle of the field, and she briefly loses possession. Back to the Rockets here. All the way in the back with Young. Young sends it to her right, Garcia. Garcia, hard takedown there, and she's going to be whistled as the guilty party that time. So free kick upcoming now. As once again, it's going to be Ruby Ballard taking it, much like she's done all evening. Ballard with a host of teammates waiting down there to receive her pass, and here's a good ball in. See if they're able to make something out of it as it's knocked away, and then they're going to try to run it down, but it looks like Collins going to come up with it first. So we're down under 18 to play here in this ball game. Another good opportunity here. Collins has the numbers. If they can get a good ball into the box, but another great defensive effort as that one's taken away. What a job down there on that far sideline. And once again, it was Loudermilk on the defensive effort. She's been really good tonight. Made life really difficult for this Collins team each and every time they get down there. As Coach Sanchez going to call a sub off the bench. That's number 5, Jackie Mazariagos, who gets some final instruction before getting set to come out onto the field, as here's a through ball for Shelby County. But Collins races it down first and kicks it out of play. And now here comes Mazariagos onto the field. It looks like she's going to replace Addie Lakins, the freshman. Lombardas trying to get it inside, and that ball's knocked away. Steigers was unable to keep that possession alive, but it'll result in another Shelby County throw-in, as Kreitzer was unable to keep that ball at her feet. Ball way high up in the air. Scholes tracks it down, gets it off for Hannah Hogg, who loses it. Now Holloway briefly had it, and she loses possession, but gets it right back. What an effort. Holloway up the middle. Finds a teammate. It's Presley Smith. Good aggressive D there by Collins. It's Holloway again knocking that ball out of play. Throw in here was a high, short one. As now Garcia working hard on this near sideline to keep possession alive. Kreitzer running this one down. And smartly going to kick this one out of play. So a throw in once again from an advantageous position. As they get it in for Hogg. Hogg wanted to work it down that right side, but she loses it out of bounds. Last touched by Shelby County. Garcia in for Hogg. Now Shelby County clears it here. Under 15 to play here in this one. 1-0 Collins with the lead. They needed a goal in the 58th minute by Hannah Hogg, their senior leader. That's been all the scoring we've seen so far. See if that changes in the last 14 minutes and change. Breitenstein comes back onto the field for Shelby County. Mazariagos comes over to the sideline to get some instruction from Coach Sanchez. Now dropping this one all the way back and once again going to kick it out of play right in front of that Collins bench. So another throw in from a good spot on the field as Garcia set to take it again. We are in the middle with Scholes. Now Kamaya Davis. Davis back to Scholes. She'll work it up the left and trying to thread the needle there back to Davis, and she loses it. But Holloway able to track it down off for Hogg. Back to Holloway. Now she'll have a go at it and just over the top of the goal. So that'll go for another goal kick. Brielle Heflin back on the field now for Shelby County. As it looks like she's going to replace Olivia Lombatis. Under 13 to play. As Ruby Ballard again sends it away. Here's Hogg with it. Off to Holloway. Now trying to get it up for Presley Smith, and she can't quite corral it. Weber loses it out of play, so goes for a Shelby County throw-in. Madeline Ferguson makes her way out onto the field for the first time tonight. She's also spent some time in at goal this season for Collins. 2 games. Had to go in the goal. She's also found the back of the net one time this season. So now here is Holloway. Middle of the field. Going to drop it all the way back. Over to that right side. Garcia has it. She'll leave it for Kreitzer. Kreitzer trying to get it into the middle. Actually goes for goal, and it lands right in the arms of Macy Toll again, who has just come up with a ton of saves here in this game. And now set to kick it away. Holloway can't keep the ball against the defender, but Collins lands back with it. Now Holloway has it up to Presley Smith. They were trying to get it to Hannah Hogg there as it's knocked free again. And all the way to the back where it's tracked down. Kreitzer runs it down. She's got it all alone in that corner and can't get enough mustard behind that ball as it lands out of play just off to the right side of the goal. There's just over 10 minutes left now here in this one. A very competitive game here tonight. Collins has definitely held a majority of the possession in this game, but that one-line score line, one-goal score line, rather, got to give credit to this Shelby County team. It's exactly what Coach Sanchez told me in that pregame interview, said, hey, I think we can give them a run here in this one. And that they have. As Hannah Hogg off to the left, tracks this one down. Now they're going to continue to go back as Kamaya Davis. I don't think Kamaya Davis has came off the field one time tonight. I think you could say the same for Hannah Hogg, Rachel Holloway, and Presley Smith. I don't know if any of them have come off the field. Addie Weber as well, for that matter. This ball bouncing around will land over the in line. Didn't see them signal, but Collins jogging down towards that corner, so it's going to result in another corner kick for them. 13 of them. See if they can find the back of the net off one of these set pieces as we've got under 9 to play. It's ball into the middle of the field, and great job defensively to get ahead on that one. Knocking it free briefly, but Collins now back in possession. Garcia. Good through ball. Presley Smith, she'll give it a go. And misses off to the left. Olivia Lombatis coming back on the field for Shelby County, as is Addie Lakins. So we've got 8 to play here in this ball game. Collins 1, Shelby County 0. Make sure to stick with us. At the conclusion of the game, we'll bring you a brief post-game show here tonight. Another throw-in upcoming for Collins. I mentioned how Ruby Ballard is going to need to ice up that right leg with all the free kicks she's taken tonight, or goal kicks, but Jalen Garcia might have to ice up those arms with all the throw-ins that she's had to do here in this second half alone. Kamaya Davis comes away with this one. Just over 7 to play. How about that by Davis? Loses possession and then gets it right back, and then she's subsequently fouled. So now the free kick set to be taken by Collins. Whole host of players waiting back in the box as this one headed away by the Rockets, but a great job coming up to keep that one alive, but unfortunately too strong on that one as it lands in the arms of Macy Toll. Toll with that lefty kick gets it away, and Olivia Lombatis takes a hard shot off the face there. Looked like she tried to head that one, but it went right off the side of her. Now she drops to a knee, and she's going to ask to be taken out of the game. She'll be replaced by Avery Jarbo. And Lombatis going to have a seat immediately when she gets to that sideline. And she's consoled by Coach Sanchez. Under 6 to play here in this one. Throw in for Garcia. Well, now the official has to come in, and I don't know if he was telling Coach Sanchez to get closer to his bench and away from Jalen Garcia. What was going on there, as Macy Toll comes out, and this time she's not able to scoop it up as she's out of the box, but a little dance move there to send it out of bounds off of her hip. Garcia in for Hogg. And out of play will result in a corner kick again. 14th time tonight I've been able to say that in regards to Collins.
Corner kick sponsored by Creative.
Under 5 to play here in this ball game. Holloway raises that left hand and sends it in. And a great try there. Looked like Hogg had an opportunity at it, but comes up empty. Now back with Holloway. She'll try to send it into the middle again. There's plenty of teammates there, but they're unable to get a clean shot off. You can tell this is a Collins team. They want one more. Averaging 5.6 goals per game, but they have been held to just 1 here tonight. If you're Coach Sanchez in this Shelby County team, you've got to hang your hat on that. Made this Collins team absolutely work for it here in this one, as we've still got 4 to play. Free kick by Holloway, this time a little too long as Toll's going to jump up and snag it. See if Shelby County has one final push here in this final 3.5 minutes. Garcia drops this one back and gets it right back as she has to try to slide to keep it in play, but loses it. So the throw-in upcoming now. And just a lack of concentration there by Avery Jarbo, loses it. Ball booted way downfield where it's tracked down and sent over that Shelby County bench. Once again, a good defensive effort there. That was Emily Scholes knocking that one out of play, I believe. Under 3 to play on the throw-in. Shelby County looking for an answer. But they're running out of time to get it, as Ballard in the middle of the field sends it up. Now back with Allie Rogers. Rogers tracks it down again, able to get it off for Davis. Davis faces a double team, but able to get through it. Now she'll streak up that left side. And a hard fall there. And now another hard fall as Davis hits the turf. First one not a foul, the second one was, so it'll remain with Collins with 2 minutes remaining here in this game. This time it'll be a free kick for the Titans. And a gorgeous one at that, as this thing is booted way down the field. Ball kept alive in the box. An opportunity here as this one knocked away, and another try that's going to be too high. Couple really good looks in there for Hannah Hogg, who was looking for her second goal of the night. First one, great save there by Macy Toll. Lombatis back on the field for Shelby County, as we've got 70 seconds left here in this one. Now down to a minute. Booting this one down the left side, landing right at that Shelby County bench. And Collins runs up to that one and grabs it quickly. Jalen Garcia playing like they're the ones down a goal. Kind of love that sense of urgency even when you're winning. That's what's led this Collins team to a 7-1-1 record so far. So we're down to 30 seconds left. Another ball out of play and another ball that Jalen Garcia is going to sprint after. Down to 20 seconds. Holloway taken down as that ball knocked out of play, and they're going to gift wrap him a corner here to end the game. As they're going to quickly get on it because they want to take it down to 6 seconds. Now 5, Holloway will kick it in there. And that is going to come up empty, and there is the final buzzer. That'll do it here for your Central Kentucky High School soccer game as Collins gets it done 1-0 over Shelby County. A 58th minute goal by Hannah Hogg is the difference. We'll break it all down here on the other side of the break with our post-game show. Stick with us for that right here on Glycod.
Looking for a realtor to help you buy or sell your property? Then look no further than John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher. John has helped hundreds achieve their goals through buying and selling real estate. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing as an empty nester, John will work with you to help you get where you want to go. For a realtor that has supported the community for over 20 years and who has creative ideas, consistent communication, and dependable results, call John Reynolds with Exit Realty Crutcher at 502-598-8378.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. Sometimes when you have a roof leak, you just need a repair. At HKC Roofing, we're experts at finding and fixing leaks. For a free estimate, contact us at roofyourhouse.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back here, Collins High School, one final time this evening where we have wrapped up the game portion of our coverage as Collins gets it done 1-0 over Shelby County in girls varsity soccer. Collins moves up to 8-1-1 on the season. Shelby County falls to 6-6, but a great effort tonight for the Rockets, who hung with the Collins Titans until the very end. It was a 58th minute goal by Hannah Hogg. That was the difference for this ball game. So not much of a difference. If you look at the corner numbers, 15 of them for Collins. Shelby County didn't have one, so struggled to get anything going offensively, but defensively, they definitely held their own as Collins gets it done by a final score of 1-0. Before we get out of here, certainly want to thank Steve Bird, executive producer here of Glycod, getting us all the information we need to be able to bring you all these games. Chris Labar was our on-site producer. Appreciate him and him being here as well, helping us out, making sure we stay up and running. And Joe Omyelin was on camera for us this evening. So it takes a village to put on these broadcasts, and I appreciate all of those guys. Make sure to keep it locked right here on Glycod. A whole slate of high school football coming up for you on Friday, including Lafayette at Shelby County this Friday. That kickoff scheduled for 7:30. So make sure to keep it locked on Glycod. Bring you all the high school sports throughout the entirety of the year. But that'll wrap it up here from Titan Stadium on the campus of Collins High School. This is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night as Collins gets it done 1-0 for your Central Kentucky high school soccer coverage here this evening on Glycod.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.